Yo, what is good, everybody? Welcome to your Monday Night Tech and Chill Show Unplugged. I'm your host, Ben, from the Lover of Tech channel, and we are, of course, live in the mix, live in the building, live in the works. And what does that basically mean? It means Monday we're going to be talking about all things related to the latest tech news. Now, I usually like to talk about official news because I still like to be surprised when it comes to tech. But you know what? It's kind of slow at the minute because we've got IFA coming up from next week. I'll be in Berlin. But also, it's iPhone season in September. And because of that, we're going to be talking about the iPhone 15 because it's coming. And as a self-proclaimed Samsung fanboy, a tech lover first, and a self-proclaimed Samsung fanboy, this might be the first iPhone that I'm genuinely excited about in a long time. Ooh, let's talk about it. And let's talk about what apparently we should be expecting from the new iPhone 15 series, replacing what we have here with the iPhone 14 Pro that I have right now. In the meantime, make sure you do share it out on your socials, friends and family. Let people know that we are live and we are kicking and we are ready to rock and roll. Let's jump into the chat and see what's up with everybody and what is going on with everybody here. Django Green. What's good? Hi. First. Yes, you are. You're first. Blessings to everyone. Thank you, Mr. Hell. Thank you, Jeff, for coming through. Appreciate you. Snooze Boost, hello, and nobody cares if you're hey, be nice. I care. I do care. Man, you guys showing up first and showing up on the live stream. You know, of course, shout out to the live squad and the replay crew. It does mean a lot, man. It matters to me. Be nice. Be nice. But I appreciate you being here as well. Tectonic. What's good? Appreciate you being here, man. Hope you're well. Hope you're safe during this time. We are, of course, live in the mix, live in the building. Let's shut the door. Live in the mix, live in the building. We're going to vibe tonight. We're going to be talking about all things related to the iPhone 15. We are going to investigate this together because apparently there's a couple of things that are really showing case to be relevant when it comes to changes on the new iPhone. Start recording. On the technicality of the stream and the presentation tonight, we are streaming in 4K Ultra High Definition UHD. So if you do have the capacity, the bandwidth, and the device, select hide and 480p, which is SD standard definition. Go up to 720p, which is high definition. Then go up to 1080p FHD, which is full high definition. Then 1440p QHD, which is quad high definition, all the way up to 4K UHD 2160p for the crisp. Oh man, I've lost my touch. For the crispiest live stream on Tech YouTube. Hope we are good. Hope you are well. And yeah, we are pretty much going to be talking about it. We are actually streaming using the AV1 encoder. So I've got an RTX 4070 and YouTube now supports AV1 encoding. Now I do have enough bandwidth to not need AV1 encoding for YouTube 4K live streams, but I thought let me try it. Let me know how the video quality looks like. Let me know how the audio sounds like, most importantly. I've tested it, should be good. And I'm recording at the same time to see if, you know, is AV1 really what is cracked up to be in terms of being able to stream in 4K 30 frames a second with 8 megabits per second upload speed? Like, where was AV1 when I needed it like 3 years ago? Damn. Big up L.O.T. That guy. What's good, man? Appreciate you being here. Thank you for the show of love and support. Yes, the man, the fire, the myth, Jimmy, the fire dragon. Appreciate you, man. We are back, of course. Of course, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I always have this debate of, yo, should I stream? Should I stream? Should I stream? I'll go through the motion of like during the day and everything. It's like it just gets busy and there's just so much happening. But I always say that there is no reason for me not to stream. There is no reason for me not to stream. So I've got to stream. It's about being disciplined. It's about being committed. And it's about staying the course, which of course is something that matters. So yes, appreciate you all being here. So far, we've got 21 concurrent viewers, and we're going to be talking about the iPhone 15 series, when we should be expecting it, what we should potentially be expecting, and how, as a self-proclaimed Samsung fanboy, this is probably the one I'm most excited for the most. Damn, Apple. You're bringing the heat by the looks of it. Allegedly. Hey, please. No cease and desist. No cease and desist or cyst and this. Bruh. I can't talk today, man. I can see the germs of 2160p. Ben is looking like such a weird resolution for me. Really? Really? Damn. Really? Resolution not coming up? Apple or Samsung? I mean, generally speaking, Samsung. Across the board, generally speaking, Samsung. I think except for laptops, I still would pick a Mac, in my opinion. But, you know, I would say generally across the board in terms of the devices, man. I'm Samsung near enough to all the way. I mean, I do own an iPhone, which is the iPhone 14 Pro. See it more as a business expense. See it as a business expense. But, I mean, I'm not an iPhone user as that. I prefer Android, but I specifically prefer One UI. Solid, yes. Cool. Let's look at the timeline and compare and contrast where we were when it came to iPhone 15 last year, right? Let's see what we're working with. Okay, I'm going to just go into studio mode right quick and go to Chrome and camera, open up browser, new tab, boom. And we're going to trace ourselves all the way back. Let's transition. Not in the way that you think, but let's transition. And we are, of course, live. We're going to trace our steps back last year and see what was the timeline for everything that happened with the iPhone 14 release. Okay, we go slightly back and we are around here, okay? Why are we around here? So at this given time, again, I was in EFA with Honor last year, did a roundup video showcasing this, and then within that timeline from on the 70 roundup of my first for last year, I put event recap. Which again, so we're gonna go back here, and we're gonna look at when I posted this video, 8th of September. When was the 8th of September? In terms of 8th of September. If we're looking at the date, September the 8th was Thursday is when I posted a video. But I believe Apple's conference was actually on the 6th of September, Tuesday, right? So we go back, 6th of September, Tuesday. The reason why I believe it was 6th of September, Tuesday, is because I remember doing a live stream. So we're going to trace our steps back, right? And this is, where were we? No. My initial thoughts. Yep. So I was in the hotel and the upload speed was absolutely atrocious. It was absolutely atrocious. And I was still being stubborn trying to stream in 4K because I didn't know any better. And I'm a resolution snob when it comes to streaming. So that's the 13 Pro that I had there. But I managed to get the stream looking quite crispy and working well. So last year's conference was on the 6th. Now, apparently, this year's conference, if we match up the timeline of what we're looking at, we should be looking at a conference around the 12th of September. It's either going to be the 5th of September or the 12th of September. It's going to be one of the two. It's going to be one of the two that we're going to be looking at when it comes to the announcement of the iPhone 14 series. Okay? So with that in mind, we are not far. With that in mind, from tomorrow, we are 1, 2, 3. we're either 2 weeks away from the 5th of September from tomorrow, or technically, yeah, from tomorrow, or we are 3 weeks from the 12th of September from tomorrow, right? From the 22nd of August, we've got 2 or 3 weeks before the official announcement, and then the pre-order availability, which usually tends to be a week after on the Friday. Not that same Friday, but a week after Friday. Sometimes it's the same Friday, but a week after Friday, right? So we are in a very, very, very close proximity box of iPhone season. Now, last year, I made a funny video where it kind of went against the grain, wanted to have a bit of fun, which I tend to do with things like, why everyone's wrong, the M2 iPad is worth it for one reason, did quite well. Even one of my old schoolmates that is a year below me in secondary school found the video and messaged me and was like, "Man, I was looking for the iPad and your video popped up, so I was doing something right." But I also said that the iPhone 15, I did a video, and shout out to the homie Adam Conway. I believe he left a comment on there and I pinned it because he's a great mate, really, really good lad. And I kind of just went against the grain. This was the 28th of October, saying that iPhone 15 will not have USB-C. So definitely go check that one out. It gives context because apparently, we are getting USB-C. We are, by the looks of it, getting USB-C when it comes to the iPhone 15 across the board. Finally. So USB-C is something that we should be getting now. So USB-C looks to be a guaranteed winner at the minute. So that is something I'm really, really excited about. But apparently, news on the street is that Apple are going to cap it to USB 2.0 speeds. And apparently that's only going to be for the iPhone 15 models, as in the normal 15 and 15 Plus. But word on the ground of the street is apparently the iPhone 15 Pro and iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max will be getting USB 4 compatibility with Thunderbolt 3 speeds with theoretical transfer speeds of up to 40 gigabits per second, just like we have on MacBooks. Boom! Mind flipping blown if that's the case. And I'm going to pause for a moment because we've got someone that is donating directly. Django, I like the name. Love your videos. I hope the iPhone 15 Pro is going to be in red. Thank you so much for the €2.49 super chat. I really, 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 really appreciate you donating directly to everything that is related to Lover of Tech. It's never mandatory to donate out of your own pocket, but I kid you not, every time I get here Mondays and you guys consistently go out of your way to actually donate out of just watching the content and showing support, especially live, it means the absolute world. And it always reminds me why I have to try my best to always stay disciplined, to always stream, even when I don't feel like it. I see this and it really genuinely makes a difference. I'm letting it sit there and really show that appreciation. Django, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for the direct donation. And whether the iPhone 15 Pro is going to be in red, I don't think so. I think if they were going to do a product red, they would do a product red in the springtime, around February, March period, where they'll bring out the second wave of colors to give the iPhone relevancy again in terms of midlife cycle refresh. It's constantly going super weird for me, Ben, and super weird. I think like 144p on my TV. That's strange. Anyone else having an issue? It should be coming through 4K. If you know, he literally used to work for Sam Mobile, so he's obviously gonna pick Samsung. Yeah, even before then. Let me just check the stream to see. Man, this 1UI6 beta has really, really crippled the speed of my phone. It's crazy. Yeah, I'm seeing 4K on my side. Yeah, I'm seeing 4K on my stream. I just wanted to check the technicals on that side. But yeah, we're getting a 4K stream, so I'm not sure if you're getting a technical issue with your internet, but yeah, it should be coming through. Please talk about the leaks of the iPhone 15. We are pretty much going to be doing that, Mr. Claire Winner or Miss Claire Winner. I don't know. I hope for fast charge. And you know what? If we're getting these USB 4 speeds, I do hope that we are getting an increase in charging times as well. I don't know if that's going to be the case, but I'm telling you, I'm someone that loves doing charging test videos as much as it's like watching paint dry. I will get to the bottom of this for you people. I will get to the bottom of it, and we are going to be doing a comprehensive charging test to see what charger is best for the new iPhone 15 series. Damn, and we've got another one. Snooze Boost. I'm excited for the iPhone 15, and I hope it has a new look and doesn't look like iPhone 11s to 14. Thank you so much for the $4.99, near enough $5 super chat. It's a $5 tube super chat, man. Listen, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for the direct donation. Thank you so much for the support. It means the world. It makes the world of a difference. Thank you for your input and for interjecting. Thank you, everyone that's just here live. And we're going to be pretty much talking about all things related to what we should be expecting from the iPhone 15 and how me, as a self-proclaimed Samsung fanboy, this is probably the iPhone I'm most excited for since the iPhone 4. Crazy, 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 crazy. So I don't know about a new look. I think the new look was the iPhone 14 Pro with the dynamic peninsula. So I don't know. I think this is the new look. Maybe they might go for a more curved look here. Who knows? But we're going to be talking about apparent materials and stuff. So anyone, if you've got suggestions on where I can find the latest leaks and news on Apple with the iPhone 15, let me know, or the rumors. But I don't follow it. And it's not because I don't, it's not because I can't. I intentionally try not to follow leaks because I'm just those old school ones where I want to be surprised. I kind of don't want to know everything that's happening, but I think, it will be good to get that with the audience. So appreciate the super chat, Snooze Boost. Appreciate you, appreciate you, appreciate you. iPhone 13 Pro Max is enough for me. Yeah, you're still within a 2-year window. All you have to do is keep an eye on your battery health and also just watch it from there. If it drops below 80%, yeah, go to Apple, get it replaced if you still want to be using the 13 Pro Max. Wondering what the iPhone will even use those speeds. Yeah. I don't know. It's theoretical. I think if they do support it, there's no reason why they wouldn't use it. You have to remember Apple iPhones are still the only smartphone devices that shoot ProRes. And ProRes is no joke of a codec when it comes to bit rates and file sizes and resolution and frame rate. We could finally see it being able to record 4K 60 with ProRes rather than up to 4K 30 with ProRes if you have 256 and above. So consider that. Consider that. Consider that. Consider that. I know it's not needed, but I love to support. Honestly, it means the world, man. It means the world. It means the world. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I don't take that lightly at all. Thank you. 4K for me, says Justin Collins. Appreciate you coming through with the 4K crispy stream. It's looking good, looking good. Boom, 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 boom. So yes, USB-C looks to be certain, but we might be getting more and more than just the standard USB-C. We could be getting USB 4.0 support with Thunderbolt 3 speeds with the theoretical maximum 40 gigabits per second, and that apparently might only be available on the iPhone 14 and 15 Pro series. Samsung needs to improve their videos. iPhone has the best video. In terms of outright quality, I think iPhone still takes it, but in terms of all-round video performance and package and features, Samsung still takes the cup when it comes to iPhone. It can be a hit, and it can be a blow for blow, such as having 8K video at 30 frames a second with no crop and video stabilization, director's view, being able to switch between your lenses, when you're recording in 4K 30, which you can do on an iPhone, but you can't flip to the selfie camera and flip back to the rear cameras, pause the recording, and continue recording all in the same clip, director's view, and other different little elements as well. I think as a complete package, I will still have more confidence in using Samsung phones, especially with the S23 Ultra, where you've got the 3x and the 10x zoom. Speaking of that, apparently we're going to be getting a periscope zoom on the Pro Max. On the iPhone 15 Pro Max, apparently we are going to be getting a proper extended periscope zoom, up from the 3x that we've been getting from the iPhone 12 Pro series. After 3 generations later from 2022, 3 years later from 2022, it looks like we are finally jumping into the realm of periscope zoom on iPhones. If that's the case, oh my days, that's going to be such a huge difference. And I've said this before, my ideal camera configuration on a smartphone for hardware is having a 0.5x ultra wide with a 123-degree true ultra wide field of view, a 1x zoom, main wide lens, which is the equivalent of 23 to 28 millimeters, give or take what the field of view looks like, a 3x zoom, just so you've got a nice mid-range level extended zoom, and it's used for portrait mode. And then a 6x extended zoom that can go up to 15x, 10x, and all the way up to 60x digital zoom. I don't need 100x. At the maximum, it should be 60x. Company can give me that combination. Man, I think we're good. And in this case, apparently, just like what they did initially with the 12 Pro series, I think the periscope zoom will probably only be available on the Max. I ain't a Max type of guy. And it's not because I don't like using big phones. I do. I still don't think Apple know how to ergonomically make a big phone work. But if there is a proper extended periscope zoom with at least 5x optical, oh, Apple, welcome to the party. Welcome to the flipping party. And if that's really the case, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Oh, people, if you are just here for the first time and you don't know, my ultimate camera comparison series, man, we throw down the gauntlet to showcase what's really good when it comes to how smartphones face each other and work. And my last camera comparison that I did with the S23 Ultra versus the iPhone 14 Pro, you lot really showed out to the point where it's my first video to do more than 500,000 views. And I just really want to put it in perspective. That is a 24-minute video. That's not 500,000 views on maybe a 5-minute video, 10-minute video pushing it. That is a 24-minute video. I'm telling you, I couldn't be more grateful for that support, because the blood, sweat that goes into doing a camera comparison like that, as comprehensively like that, and not necessarily worry too much about making it all jumpy, but concise, straight to the point, broken down, yeah. So if we're getting an extended periscope zoom, Lord have mercy. I cannot wait to throw down with that camera comparison. I'm going to make sure I get my fresh trim, fresh frayed, make sure my contraption is all sorted, ready to hold these phones in place and show which one is good. So yes, apparently we're going to be getting a proper extended periscope zoom lens. And this is something that I'm quite hyped about to discuss and really throw down and get to know. Anything else, I don't know too much when it comes to the cameras, but I just want to keep it a mystery. And I'm kind of going off the things that I know and what I've kind of heard, right? Next one. Chipset. The Is it A17? Is it going to be the A17? Wait, let's check. Let's check. Let's check. Let's check. Let's check. Is it what's the chipset? Yes, Marina. Yes, Marina. iPhone 14 Pro Max. What chipset are we using? I think it's the A16 platform. A16 Bionic. All right. Here's what we have. So what that basically means is, oh, sorry, nothing comes up for iPhone 15 yet. What that basically means is that we could be getting, not we could. Here's Apple's strategy from what they did and started doing from last year. iPhone 15 and 15 Plus will probably have the A16 Bionic chip from the iPhone 14 Pro. And then the Pro series devices, i.e., the iPhone 15 Pro and 15 Pro Max, are going to have the A17 chip. Now, apparently, this A17 chip should be based on the first true 3 nanometer fabrication process built on Taiwanese semiconductor manufacturing company's 3 nanometer process. Yes. And with that in mind, we could actually be seeing a generational jump. Not just a generational jump in terms of performance, but a generational jump in terms of efficiency. This is something where it's going to be crazy when it comes to the performance, right? And thinking of it in retrospect, oh my goodness, Apple already ahead when it comes to the chipset performance and efficiency. But with this, in terms of graphics performance and also the overhead that comes with the efficiency performance that comes with battery longevity, whew, Apple, Apple. They could really be showing out. They could really be showing out. So, to the normal public, it may not seem like a big deal, but collectively, graphics performance, CPU performance, multi-core performance, single-core performance, but most importantly, the efficiency gains that comes with 3 nanometers, sign me up. Sign me up. Let's jump back in, see what's good. Hold on, just gonna pause it quickly. All right, so for the quick break, just had to attend to something very quickly. We know firsthand about ProRes, 1.6 gigabits per second. Exactly. So there will be no reason for them to support it and not use it when the phone supports ProRes. This was one of the biggest pain points that was discussed about transfer speeds, especially with AirDrop even not being sufficient to work properly. Right? All right, so what do we have here? It says, for example, in iPhone, you can record 4K 60 while you can record, and while you can record and change the camera while zooming. You can't do that in Samsung, only in 4K. No. You've got it mixed up. On an iPhone, you've got more limitations in 4K 60. In 4K 60, you can't change the camera while zooming. Nope. You'll be surprised. What you're doing is you're cropping in on the lens that you started. If you started recording 4K 60 on an ultra wide on an iPhone and it gives you the option to zoom, you're not zooming and changing to the wide or the 3x zoom. You are cropping in on the ultra wide. If you don't believe me, try it yourself and block out the lenses. You'll see. Are you using AV1 to stream in 4K? Yes, we are trying AV1 encoding with the RTX 4070 to stream in 4K. I don't need it because I've got 110 megabits per second upload. So YouTube's recommended is 35 megabits per second if you're streaming in 4K 30. So I don't need AV1 encoding, but because I've got it and I've wanted to try it, what I'm doing is I'm streaming at 15 megabits per second at half the bit rate. I should still be getting the same image quality. And I'm also recording at half the bit rate using AV1 encoding because I always record a clean copy of my live stream so we can cut it up, short it, and do other stuff with it. So yes, we are AV1 encoding. Tech for your needs. What's good? Appreciate you coming through. Hope you're well. Hope you're safe. Stephen Hogland says, perfectly sharp and smooth. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Pixel fanboy here. I'm a secret Pixel fan as well. Don't get me twisted. I'm part of Team Pixel in the UK. They're nice me. I love Google. I love their products. I love the Pixel Fold. Low key, the Pixel Fold has retired my Fold 4, so get to know. Like I'm Team Pixel too. Heard that the new iPhone will have a titanium body. What are the benefits? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Building materials. We are finally apparently moving away from a stainless steel chassis frame, call it whatever, on the Pro Series, and we are moving to a titanium alloy frame. Titanium is definitely one meant to be lighter and stronger, and it's hopefully meant to have a brushed finish. These are the benefits of using a titanium alloy frame. It's lighter, it's more rigid, it's stronger, it's lighter, and hopefully the finish of it should be a lot nicer with a matte satin finish. Away from the glossy finish that we've had here when it comes to this fingerprint smudgy of stainless steel. So if we're getting that as well, these are the benefits. These are the benefits. And I mean, we can ask Bing. We can ask Bing. We can pull up Bing and we can ask it. Let's see. Let's see. What do we have? Okay, so what are the benefits of titanium compared to stainless steel? Let's see what it says. Titanium and stainless steel are both popular materials for various applications due to their unique properties. Here are some of the benefits of titanium compared to stainless steel. Strength to density ratio. Titanium alloys have a high strength density, a very high strength to density ratio, the highest of any metallic element. This means the titanium is much stronger than stainless steel, making it ideal for applications where strength is important, such as aircraft construction. Corrosion resistance. Titanium is highly resistant to corrosion, to seawater and chlorine environments, while stainless steel is also known for its corrosive resistance. Titanium is generally considered to be more resistant to corrosion than stainless steel. Weight. Titanium is lighter in weight than stainless steel, making it ideal for aerospace applications where weight savings are important. Thermal conductivity. Titanium has a good thermal conductivity, which makes it suitable for use in heat exchangers or cryogenic tanks. Stainless steel, on the other hand, has relatively low thermal conductivity, meaning it does not absorb or retain heat. Well, overall, the choice between titanium and stainless steel depends on the specific application and requirements. Both materials have their unique benefits and can be used in a wide range of applications. I hope this information helps. Yeah, it damn well did. It damn well did. It absolutely damn well did. If unsure, yeah, this is the benefits of what we're getting with stainless steel. No, sorry, titanium. My fault. Titanium. So hopefully that answers the question, right? Hopefully that answers the question, and it really does put things in perspective that, hey, Apple are going to be using a titanium alloy. These are the benefits that we're getting, right? And I think it's going to flip to the other side. Now, we've talked about all the things that we've gone through so far that we're excited to see, that I'm excited to see, that as a Samsung fanboy, it's really putting me in a place where I'm thinking, yo, okay, Apple, I'm ready to see this. I'm finally ready to see this. And it puts in perspective this, because heat management. Apparently, see, iPhones have had this problem of screen dimming and not being able to handle themselves well in hot conditions. Every smartphone has their way. But for the ones that live in really, really hot conditions, people have reported back that iPhones just don't really have good thermal management. Now, thermal conductivity with the titanium alloy frame is one thing, but are we now going to get a proper heat dissipation and cooling conductivity system that's in there? A form of vapor chamber cooling, a form of proper copper conductivity, right? To help with sustained performance, better heat management, and to combat screen dimming because of overheating and heat and thermal throttling. This is something to really consider. This is something to really consider. And I think they're going to come in conjunction where what we're apparently seeing is Apple really bringing out the stops, apparently, alleged, right? From the cooling management system improving, titanium alloy metal frame, the 3nm TSMC process with the A17 Bionic, USB-C with support for potentially USB 4 with 40 gigabits per second speeds, a periscope zoom lens, most likely on the Pro. Whoo! We've got a lot stacking up. Right? You're seeing it come together now. We've got a lot stacking up. We're seeing a lot come together. And you know the biggest one? For everyone's concern of how the battery life dropped on the 14 Pro and the 14 Pro Max especially, from the god tier level that was the 13 Pro Max and then the 13 Pro, apparently Apple are pulling out the stops. And we look at the Pro Max, the 15 Pro Max specifically, we are getting what is effectively apparently meant to be a 5,000 milliamp hour battery. It's apparently meant to be somewhere around 4,825 or something like this. But round it up, if we're getting somewhere above 4,800 milliamp with a 3nm processor, Apple's optimization, I think we're going to be in a different league when it comes to battery life. I just pray iOS 17 doesn't cook it up. I just pray iOS 17 doesn't cook it up with some rogue BS, some battery life rogue, or whatever problem that could come with it. But that combination right there for Apple, yeah, that could be quite dangerous in a good way when it comes to battery life. So this is something to really consider. Of course, I know that WWDC was around, it was not that long ago. They talked about iOS 17. I can't remember anything too tough about iOS 17 apart from name drop, which sounds like a feature a snitch would use, come up with a better name. But the combination of these things together, we'll round it up. We'll go from the top. USB-C with potentially USB 4 speeds at 40 gigabits per second. A periscope zoom lens. A 3nm processor for the A17. 8 gigabytes of RAM as well, which I forgot to add. Better cooling. Like, things are coming together crazy. Bigger battery and better battery life. iOS 17 if it behaves. And for the 15 series across the board, unfortunately, yes, we are still going to be working with a 60 hertz display on the 15 and 15 Plus. But it should be getting the dynamic island. So across the board, the notch has officially been evicted and chucked out the house since it decided to live in the iPhone from the iPhone 10 in 2017. Yay. Almost 7 years later, the notch finally gets kicked out. So the collective of these things put together really, really makes me very, very, very excited for the iPhone. Excited for the fact that how much I value having USB-C, having faster transfer speeds, having faster charging speeds, hopefully, fingers crossed. The camera, having a proper extended periscope zoom, which we have been enjoying on Samsung since the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. Damn it. This is such a big deal. Apple, you put a periscope zoom in any of these devices, yeah, game flipping on. It is so important. You get used to that extended zoom. I'm no less than a 5x type of person now. Call me a zoom snob. I need 5x. 3x is the bare minimum to get into the club. 5x is where you're in the game. Anything above that, you're in VIP, popping bottles. That's the analogy that I'm going to give. So, the culmination of these things put together, this is all alleged, but we are 2 weeks from the 5th of September, from the 22nd of August tomorrow, which we're in the next day here in the UK. Or we are 3 weeks away from the announcement of the iPhone 15 series on the 12th of September from today. It's not long. And if Apple hits the nail on every single one, I think these, even in these perilous, brokey times of uncertainty with inflation and all of this, these might be some of the best-selling iPhones we're going to see since the iPhone 6. And that's a scary thought in a good way, to consider that that's where we're going to be when it comes to the iPhone 15 series. Now, I don't know about you. I love Samsung. I love Google. And I'm a proclaimed Samsung fanboy. But I'll be dead honest. As much as using the Flip 5 in person did prove me wrong how much of a big upgrade it was for a flip device, it's still a flip device, and ain't no way I'm compromising my usage of the camera just because the phone flips and it costs £1,049. Nah, not me, fam. I appreciate it if you're not that person, really recommend it, just not for me. I'm not giving up my zoom. I ain't giving up my 4K 60 on all the lenses. I'm just not giving up. Like, I'm not giving up not being able to record video portrait mode in 4K. So many things, I'm not doing that. You see, so I love the flip, but we come back to the Fold 5. And the Fold 5 is kind of like a... It's a settle. You know, they kind of did an Alan Prost. If you know Formula One, and you do know Formula One from the olden days, Alan Prost was known as the master tactician, where if he needed to stay fifth the whole race to win the world championship, he will do that. He will not go for the win. He will stay fifth. Samsung, this time around with the Fold 5, they didn't tap into any form of Ayrton Senna energy. They tapped into being Alan Prost. Take with that what you like. I guess a win is a win. But this time round, if Apple do this, I'm still not switching, but I will be so much more impressed and excited by an iPhone than I've been in years. And I love that. I think that will always supersede my love for tech, where that supersedes me being a fanboy of this brand, or this brand. My love for tech loves seeing companies step up and tap in that little bit more. And I feel like Apple, in the longest time, looks like they're tapping in. Let's go. Let's flipping go. And as tough as doing videos like camera comparisons are, you're out there, you're exposed to the elements, you have to wait for good weather. And doing camera comparisons during winter on short, doing camera comparisons during winter is brutal. This is one I flipping cannot wait to do. And I'm going to do my absolute best to do an updated camera comparison with the S23 Ultra and the iPhone 14 Pro X amount of months later, following up from the one that I did where it hit the 500,000 views. And then straight off the bat, getting into the iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max especially, and seeing what's really good. Can't wait, man. I genuinely cannot wait for the new iPhones. And I'm not just saying that to say it. Like I said, I ain't gonna camp. I'm not gonna switch. But would I be more eager to use the iPhone rather than just have it there as a tester phone? I think so. I think so. And what do we have here? KD with the £5 super chat. KD, appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for the direct donation and support. Man, you lot tonight have really, really, really been shown out in terms of the gathering, the audience, the concurrent viewers. Like, I really, really, really appreciate this. At one point, we were at 30 concurrent viewers. It's been a crazy one today. We're really vibing out, enjoying. KD saying, I'm keeping my OnePlus 8T for one more year. It still works great. And shout out to you. You are the definition of how you should be using your phone. If it works, keep using it. If it works, keep using it. If it hasn't caused you any problems and it's still satisfying your needs and into your wants, keep using it. If you look after the OnePlus 8T and it's working, keep using it. Fast and smooth, baby. Oxygen OS. Appreciate you, man. That's a pandemic phone from 2020. I thoroughly enjoyed it. My review of the 8T, I called it a gate crasher because it kind of gate crashed the S20 FE and the Pixel 5 and undercut them like crazy when it comes to the price and was throwing down things like having 12 gigabytes of RAM and 25 gigs of storage. Great. Appreciate the super chat. Thank you so much for the direct donation. Really, really means a lot. Really, really means the world. For now, these are the things I'm excited about iPhone. Don't know if they're going to do anything better with the display when it comes to the Pro Series. I don't know what else could be done to improve the iPhone or what's going to be coming. With that, I'm going to leave that to be a surprise and enjoy the show on the 5th of September or the 12th of September. Boy, this is the one. This is the one, and I'm really, really looking forward to it. Let's jump into the chat and see what's good. You've got 11 minutes. iPhone is life, accept it. No, Samsung is life. Galaxy, baby, baby. 3 nanometer. iPhone Pro Max already has the best battery life. This will go to another level. I'm telling you, man, QZ. Yeah. Yeah. I'm still waiting for Android to have a battery health built in like iOS. Absolutely. They're probably more scared. Like, hear me out. What if Apple made an iPhone Fold? We need it, Apple. I promise you, I talked about this, yeah? With how well optimized tablet apps are on iPhone, if iPhone ever made a Fold, they're almost taken over for sure. Like, the app support on tablets for iPhones and iPadOS is second to none. Apple do that? It's game. And we have David Rice with the $10 super chat. Seriously, you lot have really, like, yo, I'm speechless tonight, the support that you're showing. You've really, really charged me up. And I really appreciate it. David Rice, let's see what you're saying. Love your content. Love your camera comparisons. It's about to be iPhone season. Yes, you know it. You know it. Man, I'm telling you, man, I put my heart and soul into these camera comparisons, and I don't mince my words when it comes to saying that they take a lot of work, a lot of patience, and when you all show support and it gets out there and people really get to see it and show, and I just want to put it out there and say that one thing I 100% stand by when it comes to my camera comparison is people of my darker skin persuasion. I promise you, I may not be the best at camera comparison, but I'm the only one with my skin shade that puts in that much effort to do camera comparisons. Do with that information what you like, but I kid you not, it will throw off what other people's results are that ain't got the skin shade. Just saying. And I take pride in that because I think it's well deserved to give and showcase that content, that context of how camera behaves, right? And brands like Google do such a great job to really put that at the forefront and center. And if you don't believe me, we're gonna go through the content recap for last week and this week from today onwards, and we'll explain to you why. Again, David Rice leaving it there to really show their appreciation. Thank you for the $10 chat in the super chat, direct donation. It means a lot. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you. Tectonic says, oh yeah. And it says, Apple working on the thermals might kill the mobile phone game. Yep. If it wasn't iOS, it would be perfect. Yeah, I'm just, iOS, even as someone that uses a Mac to work, I just ain't an iOS kind of guy. I wish Apple just went for 5,000 milliamp hour battery. Just imagine 6,000. This time around, it's effectively going to be 5,000 milliamps. Effectively, it's going to be 5,000 milliamps. Effectively. Damn. Whoa, £20 super chat. KD. Slow down. You already gave £5. You're dropping another 20? Bruh. This is for you. You have inspired myself and others to get into tech. Been watching you for years. You bring your positivity all the time, especially in unknown times. Hope you and your family are well. Much love. Man, that... Katie, you're a real one. You're a real one. If you're not careful, you might actually bring tears to my eyes for saying that, man. That's a real... That's some real stuff right there. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that still. I appreciate that for real. Shit. I appreciate that, man. I really, really, really appreciate that. Oh, you caught me. You caught me. You caught me. I really appreciate that, man. I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that still. I appreciate that still. Damn. Oh, you kind of caught me off guard, low key. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. I ain't even a super chat still. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Nah, I ain't busting no tears for this stream, man. Well, cool. Whew. Nah, I appreciate. I really, yo. I appreciate that, man. I really appreciate that. Those are some really, really powerful words that you just dropped there. Um, ah, yeah, I appreciate that, bro. Thank you so much. Um, thank you. Honestly, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, yeah, that's a hard hitter. Uh, ooh, yeah, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that still. Thank you. You lot are real ones, man. Tonight, you lot are really, yeah. I seriously wasn't gonna stream tonight. I was just gonna sleep. I'm cooked. But yeah, yeah. You lot are real ones for real. Appreciate you, KD, man. Thank you. Um, that's just jumbled me. That's just jumbled me, man. Okay, QZ. All right, let's continue. We've got a couple of minutes. Let's continue. Let's continue. Oh, okay. Yeah, but the Pro Max already was heavy. Battery going to be increasing. Weight even more. No. You see, so what we're hoping, get yourself together, man. What we're hoping for is because of the lighter titanium alloy frame, the increase in battery capacity should still make for a lighter overall package when it comes to the Pro series devices. Yeah, I think that's what we're hoping for it to counteract or balance out to be the same. I think Apple really got this together at the minute if this is true. About time, but the Sim Island lives on, yes. Apple is about to take a 70-30 market share in the US if they pull this off. Yeah, I think so. I think this is gonna be I think this is gonna be a crazy one. Yeah. I think it's gonna be a crazy one still. Apple fanboys, pull up, pull up. Jake Stumbrer says, rocking my Pixel 7 Pro right now. I love it, but I hate the modem in this phone. The signal sucks and the heat management is terrible. I want to disagree. I want to disagree because I love the Pixel 7 Pro too, but everything you just said there, yeah, it's a no bueno. Appreciate you, man, Tectonic. Katie's the MVP, really is. Starly says he's speaking facts. I appreciate you lot tonight. You damn near almost brought me to tears, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. In the meantime, let's look at the content recap that we have for Lover of Tech. Right. I'm gonna ask you lot to do a favor for me as well in the end, right? I need you guys to do this for me. Please, 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 please. There's gonna be one favor that I'm gonna ask for. Now, we go back and we look at the month of August so far. We are stacked in heavy, and August was meant to be a quiet month. Again, go show love and support to the dedicated sponsor video with JBL that we did on the Tour Pro 2 earbuds. Definitely go show love to that. That was the first video of the month from the 3rd of August. And then obviously we had the Flip 5 versus the Flip 4 initial hands-on once I had it. That was on the 8th of August. It's kind of picking up, I guess. So definitely go show love on that as well. Really liked how that video came out, but YouTube just didn't want to throw a bone for it to go far. And I think I did a good job to make the video as engaging as possible. So definitely go show love to that. Then we've got the Fold, which we did the initial. No, it wasn't that one. It was the One UI 6 video. Obviously, we did a breakdown for Sam Mobile. So definitely go check that out as well. But definitely go check this one out where I talk about my top favorite features of One UI 6.0 with Android 14. And then the Watch 6 Classic versus the Watch 6 Pro, which is doing okay. So definitely go check that one out. Should have the review of this during the week. Watch 6 versus the Watch 5. Absolutely tanked. Again, YouTube just did not do me nice on this video. It's kind of painful at times when that happens. But again, chin up. We move. We do what we need to do. So go show support and go show love on these videos. Watch it beginning to end. It really does help. Charging test video, did it with a different spin on the Galaxy Z Flip 5 versus the Flip 4 charging test. I used all of Samsung's official smartphone chargers, 15 watts, 25 watts, as well as 45 watts, to see if it made a difference. We even had a wattage meter in there to really showcase it, so definitely go check that out and see what is the correct charger to use for your Flip 5 when you get it. And last one is today, which is the ultimate camera comparison between Flip 5, Flip 4, Pixel 7 Pro. This is my second time doing a three-way camera comparison, and it is a ball ache to do. And I only did this because honestly, Flip 5 content, and I'll just tell you a lot straight. For whatever reason, Flip 5 content has been an absolutely no-show for interest for anyone to want to watch or for YouTube to push. So I thought, let me throw a spanner in the works. Maybe I should have done the iPhone 14 Pro instead. But with my channel, Pixel content tends to do well in that sense. Shout out to young Matty Cobbs with the B-roll on this one. It really, really came out clean. Yeah. This one went live today. Definitely go check it out and see. Around that £1,000 or $1,000 mark, is it worth the compromise of the camera experience on a foldable compared to a normal traditional slab phone like a Pixel 7 Pro? We're going to find out, and it's all there for you to see what you're missing, what you're gaining, and if the difference is really, really that major. But you see, that's not the most important thing. The most important thing is Lover of Cars. Me and the homie, Tatenda, you've seen Lover of Cars in the chat. I'm going to copy this. We are just one subscriber away from hitting our first milestone of 100 subscribers, right? And I need you all to jump in there. Go subscribe. I'm going to pin it. I see the homie Technically T in the house. Pin it. And I'm going to ask you graciously, please, please, please head over to Lover of Cars, subscribe, get us over that 100 subscriber mark. Let's hit our first major milestone. Man, we've been putting in work. On Lover of Cars. We have 3 full production reviews on cars, and it's been such a roller coaster of a learning experience. And our BMW 340D review has really shot off well. And yeah, it's been such a great learning experience, learning how to do car reviews. It's a different ball game compared to tech. Being out there, the equipment, understanding is so much. But man, we are petrol heads that love cars. We love Formula One. We do a lot of coverage on there. If you're into anything that is interested in cars and tech in cars, definitely head over to Lover of Cars and subscribe. Get us over that 100 subscriber mark. It would mean the absolute world if you can do that for me and for us at Lover of Tech Media when it comes to what we're doing. T! What's good, my bro? What's good? You caught us nearer the end where we're rounding up and stuff, man. Thank you so much for the 20. If I tell you T is literally the most consistent support in the creative community between the last homeboy. Like I'm guys like Kim and Sean be nice. I'm scared to meet them in person because the way we're gonna chop it up, I think it's just gonna be hella raggedy, hella ratchet, hella crazy, but really, really down to like that's bro. Like I wouldn't even book my time out to come and see you without an event and stuff. Like, bro, I really appreciate you, man. Thank you for showing out as always. As always. You know me, I'm a channel member on your side, man. I ain't got memberships here. So every time you come out and show out and you drop that $20 super chat, man, it means the world to me, bro. It really does. And just tonight especially, I don't know, man. You lot have really, really shown out and it means the world. You lot have really, really shown out and it means the world. It really means the world, bro. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you for keeping it 100. You're kind of wrecky on Twitter, though, lately. Ever since the app name changed to X, I've been seeing you a bit more wrecky. I've retired. I only post stuff on Twitter just to promo shit, but I don't I've retired, but you're still recce and I like it. So I live vicariously through that. I've just lost the will with Twitter, man. And Twitter suppresses my tweets as well. I've got evidence. But apart from that, you're a real one, bro. You're from day. If I actually give you a little bit of story time because you deserve the story time. How me and T first linked up, pause, on socials was because back then I was just in a wrecky mood and me and John Prosser got into it. I don't know if you remember, T. Me and Prosser got into it. The whole goon squad of Prosser came after. I mean, me and Prosser are cool now. I ain't even talk crap about him. Me and Prosser squashed it. We're blessed now. Like, we're cool. But yeah, the whole goon squad came after me. And out of nowhere, like I think it was T and Sean B, but especially T was the one that I think even, as much as me and Roberto were absolutely cool now, even Roberto was coming after me. So wild. Wild times back then. T was the only one that held it down. I mean, absolutely held it down. For no reason at all. None. Zero. He had no incentive. Me and T had never talked before. He just knew that, yo, you lot are flipping, tripping. I remember Barney Cleese was coming after me. Like, bare goons were trying to come after me and make me feel somewhere. I'm thinking, you lot are all internet keyboard warriors, man. People coming, are you okay? I hope mentally. I'm like, mentally? These lot must think that just a couple of words on the internet is going to make me feel shook of them. Come say that in... When it's on site, it's on site. The T was on that energy, man. And bro, you, like I said, you're a real one from day, so I'm letting this one sit. I'm showing a bit of story time for people to know what I'm going. Like, I appreciate you, my bro. Thank you for showing out as always. Boom. I'm a sub now. Yes. The BMW 340D. I am the 100th subscriber. Yes, QZ. Yes. Lover of cars is over 100. Appreciate you lot, man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It means the flipping world. We did it. We did it. We're on 106 subscribers now. Yeah, yeah. Come on. Come on. We're doing the bits. Starley says 101. Yes, we are over 100. Thank you. And I promise you, we for a car channel that's starting up, man, we're putting in the work. Full production, kind of mini movie stuff when it comes to cars, man. We're putting it out there. We're really, really putting it out there. And if you're into Formula One, we're the home of Formula One reactions as well on race weekends. Who am I seeing in here? The creator and the originator of the Saturday Night Tech Fight, Mike, Mr. TKM. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. It means a lot. It means a lot. It means a lot. It means a lot. Like, I can't thank all of, I'm telling you, man, it's direct donations out of your own pocket to really show. It's not mandatory, but it always reminds me of, it's not, okay, let me put it this way. When I don't feel like streaming, which is a lot of the times, it's not, oh, because they're going to drop me super chat, so let me go on. No, I'm just saying, it reminds me that do not be complacent. There could be worse things to be struggling to do. Show up and put your best foot forward. That's it. And every time I do that, the appreciation that you lot show when it comes to direct donations always reminds me that put the effort in. Put your best foot forward. Put the best presentation. Bring that motto that is enthusiasm to tech for the people. And when I do that, you lot always show the appreciation. And I cannot thank you enough, man. What's good, Ben and family? Team TLS, a.k.a. the Tech Lover Squad. That's the family. Bro, thank you so much for the $10 super chat, man. It really, really means a lot. Apatra is really cool car. Okay, cool. Tesla fan. Hold the phone. Your lover of cars has now hit over 100 subs. Yes, diesel, the best. More mileage than hybrid. Are you making a video on the Z Fold 5? Yes, I should be. I'm waiting for my review and it to come through. I'm going to hit my Samsung Connect, a.k.a. Mr. Danny Kent. I love to shout him out. He's really, really good people. Technically T with the shades. Tectonic. Why are you crying? What happened? Starley says, I remember that beef. Oh, I remember. Oh, trust me, I remember, man. See, if you go back in your chat, early times in our DMs, the video that I sent you, I'm like, yo, I'm going on. Old me, man. I've retired. I'm calm now. I have an old phone called Revly. To be honest, I miss using Apple products. Okay, this might be time to come back. Samsung Studios, bruh. I'm always going to bang for my people. Hey, bro, that I need a gavel on the internet and real life. Pause. Hey, yo, chill. T, you see, this is why your audience get onto you on your Monday night shenanigans, because you come out with the. It's like when Cameron said jumping on loose balls, bro. Killer. I was letting you have it for a minute, but damn, pause. But I get you though. You got bracket. Hey. But for real, I'm with you on that, man. You know me, I back that. I've calmed down now, though. I've calmed down, bruv. I've calmed down. I don't know. I've calmed down. T-pause. Oh, fam. Thank you all, man. It means a lot to us. Yes. Lover of cars, LOC, baby. You should do a range test between electric hybrid. Man, that's a lot. We need a full production team. We'll get there. What washing machine do you have? I don't know. It just cabled the yard. I don't know. 107, I'm sorry. I thought I was subbed already, bro. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Do not just subscribe alone. Go back, watch our full production car reviews. I believe you would like them. Let's take that same energy to Instagram. Yes, go sub to Instagram. Go follow Insta. Let me find the Instagram page because let me find the Instagram. Find the Instagram. Yeah. We're trying to get the Instagram followers up as well. Still, Instagram is also another stubborn skadoosh. It's the Instagram page. It says you have over 5 million channel views. Yeah, I do. It's crazy. It's crazy. You know, there's days where I feel like I'm a failed but also successful content creator. Like over 600 plus videos, and I'm just about to hit 35K subs. But at the same time, what I've been able to achieve on my own, and also recently with the support that I'm getting across Sam Mobile, doing stuff for Microsoft, and still maintaining myself, I don't see myself as a failure. And the brands that actually work with me and pay me to do content on a sponsorship basis, I don't see myself as a failure. But at the same time, it's like I ain't even hit that obligatory number that means something, 100K yet. We move. Like I'm too stubborn and too dumb to quit at this point. That's just my motto. I'm trying to find the energy for the streams, and I get it, bro. Get it. I kid you know, it's the same thing. I was gonna sleep. I was gonna stream tomorrow, but I said nah. We ain't doing none of that. I'm only subbed, but just also click the bell button. Yes, click on the notification bell. Turn it to all. Did you say maybe it's time to go back to Apple products? I didn't. You did. I said I still ain't switching. I ain't gonna try and cap. But I think it's gonna be the iPhone that I'm gonna use more than just have it as a test phone. Wow. 1 hour, 15 minutes into the stream. And I want to go back and say a big thank you to everyone that donated. Django, thank you so much. $2 or €2.49. Snooze Boost, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. KD, Thank you so much for the £5 super chat. David Rice, thank you for the $10 super chat. KD, this you caught me. You caught me off guard. You caught me off guard with this one. It wasn't just even a quantity. Uh, you hit me with words that really, 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 really that's deep encouragement right there. So this one meant a lot. This one meant a lot. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. And my homeboy T, as always, man, come correct. I even gave a bit of reminder story time of why I really, really hold you in high regard about being a real one. And then Tech, Kim, Mike, TKM, bro. Just yeah. I just hope. I hope brothers like you, Sean, like you lot are the ones that I really, 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 really want to meet in person, spend time, and just chop it up and just act a fool. Just be boys, boys. Just be boys, boys. Just be boys, boys. So wow, you should do a Samsung smart fridge review. Hey, if I get sent one, why not? It's not a race. Just keep doing what you're doing. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it going, Dexter. Appreciate it, man. I'm working. It's a marathon, so we're going the distance. You got it, T. You got it, T. This stream is a prime example of what we mean when we say you spread positivity in all your videos. The name of the channel really reflects your character and excitement you share with everyone. Starly, I appreciate that, man. Like I always say that, like my motto is just bringing enthusiasm to tech. Whether I'm happy with it, not, or in between, it's always about bringing the right energy and enthusiasm, and that's a level of consistency that is genuinely therapy for me. Like you'd be surprised how much healing it is for my soul, and just to be in front of the camera to hack to do this. It's my favorite part. I know through the content creation process, you always get told the magic is an edit. Bruh, I flipping hate editing. You probably wouldn't be able to tell, and I always tell the story. And there is nothing wrong with enjoying being in front of the camera and talking about tech. There's nothing wrong with that. It gets made to seem like, oh, if you enjoy being in the camera, you're about yourself. If that's what you feel, I really couldn't care less. But this is always going to be my favorite part. Even when I'm struggling to do it, once I'm in the groove, it just the support I get from you as my audience helps me really tap in and go. So I appreciate that, Starling, man. It really, really hits home. I've been supporting you since the OnePlus 7 Pro video, and even though the channel has grown a lot since then, you still engage with the community like back then. Keep it up, yeah. Until I get to an overflowing influx of genuinely physically not being able to engage and reply to you all, ah, I have no reason not to. I know they say with the community, generally, without you lot supporting on a genuine level, especially you lot that come into the live squad, you're physically engaging, dropping comments, showing out, watching throughout, and then going as far as actually directly donating out of your hard-earned money yourself, bruh, real ones. Absolute real ones. Absolute real ones. Do you live in London? I live in Basingstoke. Now, I used to live in London, but I'm in Buckinghamshire now. I live in Buckinghamshire now. I live in Buckinghamshire now. Wow. From being excited about the iPhone 15 series to having what is literally the most humbling stream I've had in a long time with you all. I think the last time I had a stream where I really, really, I just, I, I think it was my birthday last year before I flew out to Canada. That was another emotional one, if I'm gonna be honest. And yeah, you all have really shown me a level of humility, and I've always appreciated you as my audience and my community. But I'm just truly humbled a lot more tonight than I ever thought, and it's the most unexpected stream for me to feel this way, you know. Sorry, lover of tech. I didn't mean to start trouble. What are you getting up to, Samsung Studios? Who you got being on your case retracting your messages? Man, I'm down to meet up with you all. I met T in person and need to meet up again. Now, for real. For real, for real. I really need to do that, man. Will the iPhone 15 just be an incremental upgrade? I'll be honest, with the list of stuff that I've gone through, I think for an iPhone, this is big for an iPhone. This is big. Maybe there's a lot of elements that you could say they're catching up finally, which is true. But for an iPhone, this is big. And there's the saying that when Apple joins the party late, they do it properly. They do it the Apple way. Do you also play games? Yes, we've started the Lover of Games series. Let's go there. And we've started a new gaming streaming series on the Lover of Tech channel, and it lives under the Lover of Games stream. We've done 2 at the moment. We did one for Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart on PC when it came out, right? So we did it for Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. And more recently, Mortal Kombat 1, because we had the beta access, which ended. And had a lot of fun playing this. It ended today. Game comes out on the 19th of September, so we're going to do a follow-up stream where we got all the characters like Scorpion and stuff. There was only 7, so definitely go back and watch this. But the plan is to do this once every 2 weeks, unless there are back-to-back launches that are worth doing more of. So, yeah, I play games, and now we stream games, and the series is known as Lover of Games. Original. Yeah, I know. Sue me. So definitely, we do those on a Friday, once every 2 weeks, or more consistently where we can. We do play games here as well. And Xbox, PS5, I've got all 3, luckily enough. I'm fortunate enough to have the Series X, the PS5, and a good gaming PC that is consistent of the RTX 4070, which I'm using right now, and the Ryzen 5900X, and also 32 gigabytes of DDR4. I'm a PC gamer at heart, but I respect consoles so much, and I really love what PlayStation are doing, even though technically the Xbox is the more powerful console. I think Sony, year 3 into the console life cycle, into year 4 for next year, have really showcased the stuff well. And with rumors of apparently having a Slim and a Pro version coming out, yeah, I think they're going to really put the console market in a chokehold, and it's going to be an interesting one. If I have an iPhone 8, is it worth upgrading to the iPhone 15 model? Oh, yes. That's 2017. Bruh, you're 6 years overdue. I don't even think you get software updates anymore, man. Damn. Have you thought about being an online teacher on how you bring enthusiasm to things? You know what? No, I haven't. And yeah, who knows? Who knows, right? I think you're pretty cool. I'm excited for the iPhone 15. Are you excited about the Pixel 8? And that, in the end, wraps things up. Pixel 8 will be most likely October. And of course, been covering Pixel devices since the 4A here. Yeah. No, since the Pixel 2. What am I talking about 4A? I've been covering Pixel devices on this channel since Pixel 2. So, yeah, I'm excited. But we're going to wrap it up and pretty much leave it here. Really appreciate you all. Thank you again for all the direct donations that I mentioned out from before. Stay safe, and I hope you stay blessed. Really appreciate you all. Catch you in the next one. Peace.